Here we are once again in the kitchen. I'm about to do some. I'm about to do some juicing. I'm going to juice a melon that has a lot of water in it. Bam! Okay, here we go. This is the ramen all being done. Stop. The ramen all being done, and I leave this much melon on there because it gives it a better taste. I used to cut it all the way down. So here we go. Okay, as you can see, it's just about filled up, and I'm going to stop it there with this little bit that's left and do a little bit of partial cleaning. First, will remove the juice out of here. Then I'll do a partial cleaning of this, and then come back and finish this. All right. Okay, that did sit here for a little while, and as you can see, you have the foam on top, and most of the juice is here. So this has a strainer. It's situated in such a way there's a strainer that will strain a lot of the foam from the juice, or juice from the foam. So to catch the initial stage of the foam, got my little strainer like that, and then continue with draining or pouring. So this container is getting full now, and I am going to start straining in this cup the remaining of this juice. And this is the foam that's left, and that's it for now. So I'll pour some of the remainder of this juice in here, let it strain a little bit more. That's pretty much filled almost to the brim. So with that, we are going to put the cap on it. And this goes in the fridge. Okay, I said I would do a partial cleaning of this, but I never did. I don't need to, come to think of it. Watermelon doesn't seem to clog up the screen that's in here. When I'm doing carrots and I have a large amount, then I'll clean the screen, come back, and then finish the rest. But I did wash this out, well, rinse it out, as you can see. Finish the remainder. that's that. Now, the biggest issue that a lot of people, if not most people, have a problem with is cleaning this. It's a lot of work. For me, it has never been a lot of work. I never looked at it that way, but for some, they do, and I understand it because it is a lot of work, but I don't view it that way. It just doesn't register to me that way. Sometimes I just don't want to do it, period, where I kind of get out of that habit of juicing, but I never see it like, oh man, I don't want to clean this. I just don't want to clean it. Okay, so this is the remainder, and I would immediately want to refrigerate this stuff because when juices, freshly made juices, is exposed to the air, it begins to lose some of its properties. So with that, I am going to put the remainder in this little container, and as you can see, the foam set at an angle. Oh, okay, I don't need to put the screen up there just yet. And I think this should hold all of it. And what I did, I washed the watermelon with dishwashing liquid. That's what I used to wash it with. Literally wash the watermelon, the actual rind, the whole watermelon. While it's whole, of course. I washed the watermelon and set it in the refrigerator to be cool. So it'll get cold, and then I juice it. Now, if I was gonna juice it, I just come from the supermarket with it, then I would probably set it after juicing. I would set it. I will set the juice in the freezer for a little while in a container, and then pour it in the jug that I would drink it from. But this juice is already cold. Now I'm going to demonstrate cleaning. Okay, so this easily rinsed out. This here, how I do it, take this out. I'll transfer it to the kitchen later, to the sink. And this here, a lot of that buildup, I normally just do like that. And this can be easily rinsed, okay? So here, wiggle this off, pour, make sure that, like that. This is the screen that will get clogged, like I said, especially when I'm doing carrots and I have a large amount, and I will go ahead and rinse this out. So here I have a bag that catches the pulp and tie that up like that. So now I don't really wash this and wipe this down a little bit. This and this. Okay, so here we are at the sink, and so this is how I just first rinse everything off. I first rinse it off real good. Set it there. Come with this. Rinse that out. Now this will be the first item I normally clean with a few little drops. And I go counterclockwise because the blades are all cutting that way. Things are going that way. So I go the blades are going this way. The cutting factors that extracts the juice are pointed this way. So I go that same direction. rinse. Do it again, counterclockwise. On the outside. I'm going pretty fast with this, relatively fast, because I'm used to doing this. I know what I'm doing. And so that's the only reason this brush is going to be used, or only time is going to be used for this cleaning process. And this is done. Okay, so now that's done. Sometimes, when you're not careful, there's buildup that takes place right around here. If you run a knife or something right around this area, there's a little buildup. And I have very little because I know I'm going to keep that clean. But before I knew about it, I looked under there, I see a lot of crud left, and I ran a knife, it was pretty thick. So, once again, this is it being cleaned. So this gets set aside, and then a little bit on there. This sponge is good. It has the cloth sponge on this side and this mesh on this side. So come in here, do this. And like I said, I understand this is a lot of work for some people. They're just not trying to do it. And I won't call them lazy. It's just something that they don't have a liking to. So go in here. Now this area here gets kind of dark because there's nothing I can put in there. There's a little brush sometime I put in there, but that'll be cleaned out at times. And I come and do this, add a little water to the sponge. Get in between these cracks. But these cracks here do get clogged with some particles of food. And come and do this here, like so. I use both sides. Okay, so that's ready for rolling. I don't think I used the sponge side on this. You see, I'm constantly wiping because I'm just doing a thorough job of cleaning it. This doesn't bother me. Set that aside. Now it gets rinsed off. Just showing you the long process. This is my cell phone that I'm using to record this, so I don't have a speed up process to show or speed up button to show. So this gets set in here like so. That's like so. That's like so. And then you come with this. I know some people are tired already. All of that work. This is what I do. This is what I do every time and it doesn't bother me. And for some people it doesn't. I mean, I don't dare criticize anybody who don't want to do this. I'm thankful for the mind that this doesn't bother me, because this this is a great way to get a lot of nutritional values in you. And the reason, and this can be towel dried with a cup towel, as we called it. This, and let it set that to dry. But the reason that the rind is juiced along with the watermelon, the meat of the watermelon, the reason why the rind is juiced, because that's where most of the nutritional values are. Now, I'm not a health guru, but I've learned these things from different ones, more than one source. So that's how you can help keep yourself pretty much in check with what you know when you try different sources, see what different sources say about the same thing. So, drying this off,